A lot of scenes from the eastern periphery of what will become strengthening tropical storm Melissa. It is a tropical storm now, but it will ramp up strengthening tomorrow night.
Absolutely. And as we go forward in time, we're going to be watching out for widespread impacts across parts of the Caribbean. Thank you so much for joining us here on AccuWeather Ahead. Sticking with us, I'm Damian Lotus.
And I'm Jeff Cornish. And, in the U.S., we also have a few weather hurdles to contend with as well. We've had some pretty heavy rain, 3 inches in western Erie County, PA, due to those lake-enhanced showers.
Absolutely. And you can see more fall-like weather with cloudy skies, chilly conditions, breezy conditions, and wet conditions continue across the Northeast. But, Jeff, across the Southern Plains, we've been watching out for some widespread severe weather here, stretching from New Mexico into Texas and now Oklahoma.
Yeah, this is a pesky swirl of thunderstorms in the Four Corners region. And on the warm, unstable side of that, we're into trouble for the next few days. And we'll be watching as a Pacific pipeline, if you will, an atmospheric river event begins to unfold with soaking rain in Seattle and Portland tomorrow.
And also, the one thing I want to point out is that this time of year, it's not very often that Seattle is actually warmer with rainfall than Kansas City, but that's going to be the forecast here for tomorrow. So tracking more widespread rain and storms across the Southern Plains.
Right now, Tropical Storm Melissa is going to be spinning and continues to spin. It will gain strength later this weekend and become a major hurricane. So the storm is expected to bring flooding rain and dangerous winds to Haiti, Jamaica, and Cuba. Parts of the U.S., including South Florida, should keep a close eye on Melissa early next week.
Meanwhile, a storm system is moving into the plains, bringing damaging thunderstorms, flash flooding, and even travel delays as we head into the weekend, with heavy rain and a few tornadoes possible from Texas into Missouri. But in the meantime, it's going to take you live right now to Kingston, Jamaica, where, Jeff, we're going to be tracking the latest here with what is going to eventually become Hurricane Melissa.
And here we are, relatively flat water right now. The part of the story is that this storm is disheveled and it's very lopsided. The center of the storm is really, again, close to my fingertip here. That's the center of the storm, but it's very lopsided. And you can see how far east some of the deep convection is impacting even areas like Punta Cana in the eastern part of the Dominican Republic. So Jamaica, it's actually been a sunny day. Now there's some stars still out tonight as the sun has set there. So there's dry air on the west side, but the biggest impact, at least from the current setup, that's keeping this system a little weaker than it was 24 hours ago, is that wind shear. And the wind shear, there's a strong headwind coming in from the west-northwest, driving drier air into the west side of the storm, but also keeping it very disheveled and blowing some of the deeper moisture east of the center of the storm. So that's prolonging the length of time with heavy rain into parts of Hispaniola. But it's also offering a little more time for Jamaica to prepare. So here's Jamaica under the wind shear with dry air still in place on the northwest side of the bubble. Unfortunately, coming up here in our forecast feed at 45 minutes past the hour, we'll look at why we have so much confidence that the wind shear will drop to almost no wind shear, and that will allow the storm to really ramp up. So after a period of time in which it's kind of a steady state right now as a middle-of-the-road tropical storm, it's going to rapidly intensify late this Friday night through Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday from a tropical storm to a Category 2 storm, probably in just 24 hours, and then up to a Category 4 at the end of the weekend. And it's going to be drifting. Now, there are still some questions. There are still models out there that bring it north over Hispaniola. The more likely scenario is it moves west and right over Jamaica with gusts of wind 100-plus miles per hour in Kingston, and also 18 to 24 inches of rain from the southwestern part of Haiti into eastern parts of Jamaica. And somebody out there could see possibly 4+ feet of rain. Our AccuWeather local storm max 50 inches of rain. And obviously this is going to be a dangerous, possibly cataclysmic weather event here with flooding rain, Damien. South central U.S., we have some still concerns about severe weather this evening and tonight.
That's right, Jeff. We will be tracking a risk of severe weather pretty much every single day between now and Saturday. Here's an updated look at our AccuWeather exclusive storm zone as we head into this evening. This will include areas of New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, and Oklahoma. What this means for you is that if you live in this highlighted region, expect a risk of severe weather to include large hail and flooding rainfall primarily here as we head into tonight. But it's not just today. Here's an updated look at our AccuWeather exclusive storm zone for tomorrow. And for tomorrow, a lot of these same areas will be included in this risk zone. But what you need to know about tomorrow and what this means is that we're actually tracking a level 2 on our AccuWeather risk impact scale of severe weather across West Texas from Wichita Falls, San Angelo, Abilene, Big Spring, Midland, Odessa. All these areas will be watching out for an elevated risk of large hail, damaging winds, and flooding rainfall. Now, as we head from Friday and as we head into Saturday, this risk of severe weather will shift from West Texas to East Texas. And this storm zone here will include the highest potential of tornadoes we have seen so far this season here across primarily East Texas and western parts of Louisiana here as we head into Saturday afternoon. But overall here for today, we've seen multiple severe thunderstorm warnings across the state of New Mexico. We've seen storms already across parts of Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City over Tinker Air Force Base. That storm is lifting its way up towards Arcadia. But we also have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Tillman County in far southwestern Oklahoma. So Frederick over towards Hollister, heads up. We'll be tracking that risk of severe weather as we go forward in time. You can see by 6 o'clock local central time, those storms are going to be crossing across southwestern Oklahoma, the Highway 81 corridor. But by 9 o'clock after sunset, you can see this main line of thunderstorms working its way across the I-35 corridor from Ponca City down through Guthrie, Oklahoma City to Norman, Norman to Ardmore, even down through Thackerville. We'll be watching out for that overall risk of severe weather. There will also be a risk of severe weather along the I-27 corridor from Lubbock down through Midland and Odessa. So we will be watching out for that elevated risk of severe weather pretty much every single day between now, Friday, and Saturday. So the next 24, 48, even 72 hours, we'll be tracking a risk of severe weather across the southern plains. In the meantime, let's go and take you live right now to Watertown, New York. It's time for the Big Three, where Jeff and I track the other big weather stories we're watching as we head into the weekend.
All right, Damien, looking good out there. Still some rain east of Lake Ontario, some lake enhancement for these showers.
That's right. And once again, it's not only been looking like fall with the cloudy skies and the rainy conditions, but it's been feeling like fall as well.
And we're going to hold on to this weather pattern here, not just tonight, tomorrow, but for several days. You can see a couple of hints of waterspout type funnels there from Oswego, New York, over southeastern Lake Ontario.
That's right. With the wind profile we're tracking in the atmosphere this time of year, what we call cold air funnels, you get those all the times if conditions are favorable. And Jeff, conditions have been favorable here these past couple of days.
And those lakes, you can see the condensation funnel there at the bottom, too. A little bit of wind sweeping up the moisture there as well. So legit water spouts. Pretty good stuff here with that relatively warm lake water.
In addition to the cooler air to the north, to the south, we'll still be tracking dry and windy conditions, which Jeff is going to elevate that fire risk across parts of the East Coast.
All right, that'll be a concern there for, again, a couple more days tomorrow, but the wind will die off a little bit tomorrow. Chilly over the Great Lakes, and this is kind of similar theme to what we talked about for the New York and Pennsylvania, Northern Ohio forecast. Pesky showers near the lakes there in Michigan.
That's right, mainly overcast conditions, so cloudy skies. We can't rule out the possibility of a little bit of drizzle here. Some more organized rainfall will be in the forecast, but overall the rain will slowly start to move out. Temperature-wise here right now, we've been tracking temperatures ranging from the 70s in the Rockies, including Denver, to some 30s right now, Jeff, across parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
Those massive waves and wind there on Lake Michigan will begin to die off tomorrow as the wind does drop, thanks to high pressure parking itself overhead. And into Saturday, showers return for many of us. Most of the showers may stay west of Bloomington for that early afternoon game as number 2 in the nation hosts UCLA.
That's right, so cloudy skies. It'll be a chilly forecast, but overall not too bad there in Bloomington on Saturday.
All right, and in the northwest, we're going to have more than just scattered showers, but drenching rain rolling in.
That's right, an atmospheric river will be impacting the northwest here as we head throughout the next couple of days. So overall, from Northern California all the way up into the Pacific coast of Canada, we'll be watching out for an elevated risk of flooding rainfall.
And we've had a lot of lightning in the Four Corners region yesterday. We did it again today. There's still storms in progress farther east. And that's the storm moving into the southern plains. But that northwestern moisture ribbon, the atmospheric river, that's a big story.
That's right. The highest rainfall totals will be across the coastal areas of Washington State and Oregon. And these are this is an updated look at our AccuWeather exclusive rainfall totals. And you can see widespread 2 to 4 inches of rainfall here across this region. But Jeff, our AccuWeather local storm max, there's going to be a rain gauge here along this region that's going to top half a foot of total rainfall.
Yeah, batten down the hatches. It's coming. Current delays right now in Denver. Still some showers around, minor delays. Houston, again, there were references among the FAA data that it may have been a cause, at least the cause for these delays and the ground stop may have been some volume issues. But there's also some spotty thunderstorm activity nearby, and I don't know if that's probably not helping matters at all. We're watching for some spotty showers and storms out west of Dallas as well. Tomorrow, could be some wind that leads to minor delays again into Houston. Showers in Buffalo in the afternoon. Boston, a few spotty showers. Seattle and Portland, we're going to go from minor delays in the morning to moderate delays in the afternoon. Again, that's 3 out of 4 on the delay scale because of that heavy rain building in. Here it comes with that future radar animation and also some showers in the morning in Denver, but major delays into Dallas. And we'll see some wind pick up into Miami in the afternoon. To help you make the best decisions and be more in the know, make sure to download the AccuWeather app today. It's the most trusted weather app with proven superior accuracy. You can simply download the AccuWeather app by going to one of these app stores or by using the QR code on the screen.